we are on the road to the San Francisco Garden Show, which isn't in San Francisco anymore. It's in San Mateo. So we're in the door. We run into Sharon Lovejoy and Patty Kraft from Horticulture Magazine.
Cindy, so what's catching your eye on the show this year?
I think, like, right out of the door, there was a cute little garden that was full of ideas for small spaces. These little 4-inch pots used to line the lawn with a little yoga space. Anybody could do that in a condominium, on a balcony, just create, a cute little garden space for themselves without, a whole lot of materials. I really like these aquatic gardens. You could, kind of like an aquarium, but you could just fit it on a tabletop or use it as a centerpiece. Just love that you can grow aquatic plants, say no to fish, just about in any little corner of your home with a little bit of sunshine. Like this a lot. And then we come up on tillandsias and glass globes that are really popular this year, especially with new gardeners and young gardeners. So we did see some of those at the show. Really like this garden concept, growing edibles in a bale of straw. That has been around for ages, but that they're bringing it back as a feature. A bale of straw makes a great environment for a small space garden. Keeps the soil together, gets it off the ground. You could plop it on top of concrete. Here's another great idea for small spaces. Stack your pots in a corner. You could fit a garden like this anywhere, and each little pocket where the pot stands on the other pot creates a little planting opportunity. So this is a great idea. I was glad to see this at the show. These were a little bit interesting, where they wired small clay pots together for a hanging plant feature, which I think is great for a corner. You can plop in tillandsias and ferns, and here's a chandelier. Pots are wired together onto a vintage chandelier with trailing plants. Great idea. Really like this. This garden from Jeffrey Gordon Smith swept the show with prizes. Everybody absolutely loved kind of the deconstructed and salvage materials with succulents and decomposed granite. I love the old car parts and the gaskets as mulch. Such a neat idea. Plus, if you think about it, kind of keeping the DG or the gravel in place so it doesn't roll off the top. I saw the bathtub, and this is a bathtub that I've coveted for over a year, and here it was right in the middle of the design. It's wood-fired. You put your firewood in the coils. It'll heat the water in about an hour, and they were showing that you could cook some veggies on top of the fire at the same time you're taking a hot bath outdoors. Just loved it. Yeah, and that's kind of an old school idea that a lot of fruit tree growers use, where you sink a pipe next to your plants so the water gets down deep into the pot, down by the root zone. But up some pipes, probably for very little money, 2 cents a piece. also found some really cushy, spongy pavers in the garden, which I think is a great idea, especially in kids' spaces. This was really pretty. Corrugated tin used to divide spaces and for easy pop-up walls where you want to create a little nook or cranny in your garden. Love that, and it's real affordable. Very pretty. And into the vendor area where there's plants and gadgets galore, but I absolutely love the idea that grafted tomatoes are showing up at the shows this year. If you haven't tried grafted tomatoes, this is something you definitely want to give a try, especially if you grow tomatoes in difficult environments.